Thanks, David.
Timekeeper. Good morning and welcome to the July 12th session. We usually open with a prayer, but I do not see the minister here. So, Commissioner Corcoran, you want to lead us in the pledge?
Yes, I would. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, that's not there. Gail, if you would please make a notation that Commissioner Painter is not at session today, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Item B is approval of the regular session minutes of June 21st, June 28th, and the special session minutes of June 29th. Do I have a motion to approve those minutes?
I'll make that motion.
I will second. Gail, you want to do roll?
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes. And we are fortunate today. We have some more new employees. Lyle, would you like to introduce yours?
I'm supposed to have two, but only one is here, so the other
Is
one.
that a
oh, he's
good
here
sign
today.
or a bad sign?
Well, I saw him this morning, but I actually forgot that I had new employee introductions. So, but the first one that isn't here is Jason Collins. He's our new supervisor of our customer service division. So he handles all the billing, manages all the customer service representatives that sit up front in our building down at Haskell Lane. Who is here with me today is Kirk Reifenkamp. Kurt is from New Richmond area, went to New Richmond High School. He has a bachelor's degree in engineering technology from Ohio University. He's an operator one at our Middle East Fork wastewater treatment plant, which is down here in Batavia. So he'll need to get his class 1 operator's license within the first 2 years of employment, but I'm sure he'll have no problems passing that. But we're happy to have him, happy to have someone local on board and helping out in our wastewater treatment division.
Last name one more time.
Reifenkamp, unless I pronounce it
that's
wrong.
good.
All right, it's good.
Thank you.
All right.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Susan?
Morning.
Good morning.
DJFS has 3 new employees. Let them down on up here. I have Allison Roberts, and she is going to be an income maintenance worker 3 for public assistance. She's married with 2 boys. She has lived in Clermont County for 15 years, and she enjoys watching her kids play sports and being involved in their school. I've got Erica Holan, and she is also income maintenance worker 3 for public assistance, and she was raised in Clermont County, and she is grateful for having the opportunity to work for the community in which she calls home, and she looks forward to the new challenges and growth at the start of her new career with Clermont County DJFS. And then we have Emilia right here, and she is a social service worker 3 in children's services. Emilia has always been a Clermont County resident and graduated with a bachelor's degree from NKU in human social services. She has 3 kids, and she likes to spend time with her children at their sporting events, read, and hike. And she is very excited to start her career here.
Welcome to all of
Yeah, we're glad to have them.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Chris,
Morning, Commissioners. How are you?
good morning.
Chris, how are you?
With me today, I have Jake Baker. He's going to be taking over our facilities coordinator position. Mr. Jake Baker was born and raised in Clermont County. He graduated from New Richmond High School. Him and his wife currently live in Williamsburg. They purchased a home about a year ago. They're just now completing the rehab process. His hobbies include tinkering in the garage. Now that he's home full time, he enjoys the hunting and fishing side of that. Recently, he left a traveling equipment operator position, building access roads to power line companies and various work sites. He's glad to be home full time, where he's able to be a part of the Clermont County facilities team. So I know I believe his schedule was home for a day and a half and gone for 2 weeks straight. So he's happy to be here, and we're happy to have him. So, and I do believe that he is related to Miss Gail Pauley, nephew.
Oh,
He's my nephew.
He is-
I'm his Auntie Gail.
Sorry. That's why he traveled. Oh, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Frank? Leonard, you want to join him, please?
Morning, board. We have Leonard Kendall with us today, new planner. So I don't have to do this anymore, so that's a good thing. He comes to us from the private and public sector, which is good, which is what we're looking for. Originally hails from Connecticut, I believe.
Yep.
And wanted to move here to be close to family, loves the outdoors, lives in Cincinnati. So we're looking forward to having Leonard here. He wants to get out, meet the community, help townships where possible, and just kind of expand our planning efforts here in the county.
It makes you very happy,
Makes me
doesn't it?
very happy.
And he
One
takes
down,
over
one to
the
go.
planning commission and all that, and you don't
Absolutely.
have to worry about it. Great.
Absolutely,
I
yes.
told him he's going to be traveling to Waverly with me.
That's right. He'll
Oh.
be our OBRDC rep, and he's also
We need to talk.
he also has the AICP certification, which is very good to have.
Oh, good.
Good.
Good. Thank you. Welcome.
So Greg, I don't see Tim Pappas.
He's coming up the stairs right now, so
Okay.
Who's he supposed to introduce?
he's got a new kennel tech and a new receptionist.
Great.
Which we're
Are they
glad
with
to have.
him?
Are they coming up the steps or are they here?
He just said they're coming up the steps.
Oh, I thought you meant just him.
No, all of them. I hope.
Go sit down.
You want to look out there and see if you see him? Thanks, Wade. Were they stuck on the elevator?
Better not be.
I thought I was the other day.
It's still shut down. The first one is.
They're working on it still.
Oh, they
Look
are
at
coming
that.
up the steps.
Tim
Thanks, Greg.
wanted to make a grand entrance.
Sorry, we had a few issues there at the shelter that had to take care of with my wonderful staff. So
All right.
Okay,
Well, those women need to
Really well.
stay.
please.
They need to stay.
Oh, don't let them leave. No.
No, they got to stay.
My fault. I forgot. I'm so sorry.
They went to the front
Hi, Tim.
commissioners, see we're missing one, so
Yeah.
Please, yes.
Sorry.
I'm here to introduce a couple of my full-time employees that were just recently hired. The first one is Barbara Katzel. Sometimes I get that name just not right, so Katzel.
Etzel?
And she is our new full-time receptionist. She's handling all the pay-ins, invoices, et cetera. Boy, what a relief, let me tell you. With this Munis system, what a relief. Her and her husband have been married 32 years. She originally was with Waterworks for 16 years, went to HUD, and now she wants to change the scenery. So she has come back to the animal shelter. She's our full-time receptionist. They have a farm, so she's very, knowledgeable with animals. So that really helps too. So my next is my full-time kennel attendant, Brianna Fay. She hails from Fayetteville, it's where she was born and raised. She's currently involved in Hocking College in the boarding and grooming field, and she wants to be a professional groomer. So her skills can definitely be utilized there at the shelter.
Welcome to both of you.
Welcome. You have a big event this weekend. You want to brag
do.
a little bit about that?
We have an adoption event, Clear the Shelter event, where the fees have been reduced, which, by the way, I have a resolution I have to read about. And we will have food truck vendors there, and also raffle prizes as far as the baskets and things like that all the volunteers have made up. It's been sponsored by the Rescue Me Advocacy Rescue Group. So,
Great.
yeah, hopefully we have a bunch of dogs get adopted. We have quite a few dogs that have come in here recently, just a lot of strays, and none of them are being claimed. And we have a very, very good selection of small, large, and extra large dogs.
I have a friend that lost her baby last year, so I called her last night and I said, you need to go over this weekend.
Yes, please do. We'll offer a 2-for-1. Yeah. Buy, rent.
Two for
You
one.
can, or when I say
Or three
rent,
for one.
yeah, adopt one, we'll give you another. All right.
Tom, you could get us an office dog too.
That would be nice.
That's actually 3-for-1.
Oh,
Three office dogs.
how about that?
Hmm.
Won't that be fun?
I'm not so sure.
All right.
Thank you. You ready, Michael? All of the new employees, if you'll stand up in front, we like to get your pictures. How tall are you, Jacob?
I think it's probably going to be us.
Please. Mhm. Okay, Mike's trying to get us in the middle here.
Are we all right? Okay, smile or he keeps taking the picture to you there.
And it's at least 3, just so you're warned.
Uh-huh.
You make me out of, what?
Oh, come on, Mike.
You stop.
We apologize for Mike.
Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Well, he's being a brat today.
This day's off on a roll, isn't
Just
it?
get him going.
Yeah. Also, Chris Turner. I understand. Tom asked if I'd move you up also.
Ooh. Which one do you want to do first, Tom?
So go ahead and run through the 15336 committee.
Committee
For
vote.
the
This is the
juvenile
committee.
court?
Yeah, juvenile court. This is just the committee, Chris.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not the change order.
All right, so you guys have, Gail, do you need a copy of this? That's
Yeah, I don't
everything that they have as well.
Do you have yours?
No.
Well, then let's just,
We'll just pass that one down and sign,
Okay.
correct? Thank you.
can they sign this one? Or do you have
After-
one for the?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Chris, just make sure you go through them one at a time because they'll have to vote on each request one at a time.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
This is a, sorry. This is a change order, number 14 for the juvenile court, expansion. Like Tom stated, we will go through one by one. You guys can do your vote on them, and then we'll move on to the next item. For change order 14, this is COR number 074. These are lighting revisions. The original design did not have sufficient emergency exit lighting. This request is of the owner and Judge Shriver to add emergency exit lighting that was omitted to comply with code. To add light switches to front corridors in the office areas, to relocate some 24/7 lights, and to add 24/7 lights to the holding cell areas. This increase cost is $4,346.63 to the project, and you all have the supporting documentation for it. So if you want to go ahead and do, I believe 2 pages back is the area for your cast your vote.
We'll just sign that one.
Okay, go ahead. If you want to sign, you can.
We have to
Yeah, you'll have to take
verbally
the vote.
approve it?
Yes, okay, I'm sorry. Commissioner Corcoran,
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Okay.
Thank you for reviewing these individually in advance.
Oh, you're
Appreciate
not a
that,
problem.
So we know what we're talking about. Thank you.
COR 75R1 is security changes. The original design did not include the security system and electrical drawings when it went out to bid. The request is the owner-initiated request to add alarm and disarm keypads, motion detectors, door and window mag contacts, and security panel and all associated devices. The increase is $26,339.90 to the project. The architect has verified the cost, and you guys have the supporting documentation. So with this one, the security was in the plans, but it did not go out to the contractor for bid. So that's why we have to add that in there.
So it would have been this amount had it gone out to
Yes,
bid
ma'am.
to begin with.
Yep.
You?
Commissioner Corcoran,
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Oops. Okay.
So for our next item, this is COR number 076-2, ceramic tile for full wall. The original design called for casework in the restroom. With a note to this, a deduct for eliminating casework in the restroom was included in previous change order number 7, an amount of $4,475.38. This request is the owner-initiated request to add tile to the full length of the wall to accommodate casework being removed. The increase is $5,292.96 to the project, and you guys have the supporting documentation. So in the main restroom, basically where the public's going to be using, there was some casework in there, countertops and whatnot that had some sinks in it. That was removed by the judge for a credit of the $4,475. In turn, we have to add the sinks are going to be basically hung on the wall. So this will actually include tile around those sinks and tile down the wall. That way for our trash cans, soap dispensers, paper towels, we don't just have drywall getting marked up and water and stuff on it too. So it'll help with the resilience of that.
And when Chris came in and talked to me about this yesterday, I questioned this. We don't have it in our restrooms, but these restrooms don't get as used as much as.
Yes, ma'am.
as-
There was another area back towards the back of juvenile court that they had asked the same question if we want to do tile on a full wall. After we looked at the plans, there's only maybe 3 employees that'll be using that restroom. And we said, no, this is a main public restroom, so it's going to be used quite a bit.
Commissioner Corcoran,
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Got it. One
So
more.
for our last item on the change order request 14, this is COR number 077 for connector painting. The original design called for the secure connector block to be painted on the inside of the connector. The request is of Judge Shriver to not paint the block and leave it as a natural color. The decrease would be $1,732.03 to the project, and you guys have the supporting documentation. Now, in your supporting documentation, I believe it's the very last page, you'll see from the contractor of a credit of $2,000. The credit that is on this change order, however, is the $1,732. That is because they took out some money for labor and supplies to clean the inside of the block. That way, when they go to a finished product, that's a natural or a common occurrence on the outside or inside of the building.
Okay. Gail?
Commissioner Corcoran,
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Thank you, Chris.
Welcome. Any other questions?
No, and thank you for in advance
You'll come back.
overview of everything. Appreciate it.
Yeah, unless you want to do it, come back. Okay. Yep.
Gail?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Moving on then to item C is public participation. Anyone? I don't see anyone. Okay. Item D is consent agenda. Commissioner Corcoran, we've had this in time to review. Do I have a motion to approve as submitted?
Make that motion?
I will second. Roll call, Gail?
Commissioner Corcoran,
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Moving on to non-consent agenda. First on, it's a recommendation that the Board of County Commissioners adopt Resolution 096-23, resolving to approve payments to vendors in the total amount $5,424,747.94 as set forth in the BCC approval invoice report for checks dated July 12, 2023, BCC directed prepaid invoices report and or the procurement card transaction report as presented by the county auditor on July 10th, 23, and further authorizing the county auditor to issue warrants for same pursuant to section 319.16 of the Ohio Revised Code. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
I will second, and let me just say, part of this large amount is because we didn't do bills last time.
Right, it's 2 weeks.
Roll call, please.
Commission, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, that was with the 2-week notice.
Yes,
That
Yes.
there was plenty of notice.
Yes, thank you.
Commissioner Corcoran,
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Look, Mary, we moved you up. You're not last.
I'm still up here, yes. Put me back in the back.
Do you want me to put you in the back? We will. We discussed that the other day.
All right. This is a request to increase the 2023 annual appropriations for general fund, domestic relations court in the amount of $1,814.21. And this is for another donation that was made for the artwork in the judge's courtroom. And then for $1,500 in the administration of justice fund. And this is for jury costs.
Okay, thank you. Board, we've had the reading of item number 9. Do I have a motion to approve?
Make the motion.
I will second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Thank you, Mary. Gail, you got number 10.
Yes, I do. This is a recommendation to appoint the following representatives to serve on the Area 12 Workforce Investment Board for the terms as outlined below, which is, I did this wrong the last time, July 7th, July 1st, 2023 through 6/30/2025 for the first person. That's Susan Bierman. She's a representation of Workforce Labor Organization, and she fills the unexpired term of Anthony Riccardi. And then Nathan Strange is a Wagner Pazer representative for the state of Ohio. His term is July 7th, 2023 through June 30th, 2026. It's his first full term. And this is
July 7th. It's July 1st.
July 1st. I'm sorry. I just can't get these right.
This
This-
is trying to confuse us.
It's what it is. I'm keeping you on your toes. And this is all pursuant to Section 107 of the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act.
Thank you. Commissioner, we've had the reading of item number 10. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
I will second. Any discussion?
None.
Now that we've got Gail straight.
We've got it straight.
Okay.
Commissioner Corcoran,
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Terry, good morning.
Terry.
Morning. Terry Brandenburg, the Assistant Director for Human Resources. I have a recommendation this morning to amend Appendix 4.09 of the Clermont County Personnel Policy and Procedure Manual with respect to the Clermont County Classification Plan as outlined below and in Exhibit A, effective upon approval, and further to authorize the update of the appropriate internet links and appendices accordingly. What we're doing is changing pay ranges for planner and senior planner, and then also abolishing Permit Specialist 1 and reclassifying the Permit Specialist 2 to just a Permit Specialist.
Thank you, Terry. Commissioner, we've had the reading of item number 11. I will second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Corcoran,
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Thank you, Terry. You're back.
Back. So just to follow up on what Terry just presented, item number 12 is recommendation to adopt a revised table of organization for the Community Economic Development Department and to amend the planner as a planner and or senior planner and to amend the permit specialist 1/permit specialist 2 to a permit specialist as submitted Exhibit A, attached a part and made a part thereof effective upon approval, and to further authorize the update of the appropriate internet links and appendices accordingly. So board, what this does is this takes the planner role and adds a senior planner to it so we can have either one. As you know, we just met Mr. Kendall here today, so we're hoping to expand our planning efforts. And then in the building department, we're looking to have a higher level of permit tech because we have so many more permits coming in and they're doing much more reviews of those permits as they come in. So this just gives us the flexibility to appropriately staff the departments.
Thank you, Greg. Commissioner, we've had the reading and explanation of item number 12. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
I will second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Corcoran,
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Thanks, Greg. Chris, you're up again.
Won't be the last time. Item number 13 is a recommendation to execute a cooperative purchase agreement between the Board of County Commissioners, Clermont County, Ohio, and Garland DBS, Inc. at 3800 East 91st Street, Cleveland, Ohio, 44105 for roofing projects at the old courthouse located at 270 East Main Street, Batavia, Ohio, and the family court buildings located at 2340 Clermont Center Drive at a cost of $885,694 to be completed by 10/31/2023 and in compliance with the terms and conditions.
Thank you. Commissioner, we've had the reading of item number 13. Do I have a motion to approve?
Make the motion.
I will second. Any discussion?
No.
Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Corcoran,
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Morning.
Good morning, BJ.
Item number 14 is a recommendation to execute the First Amendment to the professional services contract between the Board of Commissioners of Clermont County, Ohio, and Axon Enterprises Incorporated, located at 17800 North 85th Street, Scottsdale, Arizona 85255, a sole source provider for the provision of 5 additional law enforcement body-worn camera seat licenses at $2,746.25 per year for 4 years, for a total cost not to exceed $10,985, beginning April 2023 through April 2027, in compliance with Ohio Revised Code Section 307.86 B1 and B2, with all terms and conditions to remain in full force and effect, and contingent upon the release of the required purchase order.
Thank you. Commissioner, we've had the reading of item number 14. Do I have a motion to approve?
Make the motion.
I will second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes. Number 15.
Item 15 is a recommendation to execute the Second Amendment to the professional services contract between the Board of Commissioners of Clermont County, Ohio, and Axon Enterprises Incorporated, located at 17800 North 85th Street, Scottsdale, Arizona 85255, a sole source provider for the provision of 20 additional law enforcement body-worn camera seat licenses for the increased annual amount of $15,695.79 for 2023, $45,276.35 for 2024, $47,087.40 for 2025, and $48,970.90 for 2026, for a total cost not to exceed $157,030.44, beginning June 1st, 2023, in compliance with Ohio Revised Code Section 307.86 B1 and B2, with all terms and conditions to remain in full force and effect, and contingent upon the release of the required purchase order.
Thank you. Commissioner, we've had the reading of item number 15. Do I have a motion to approve?
Make the motion.
I will second. Any discussion? Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes. Thank you. Gary?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Recommendation to authorize Bonnie Batchelor, President of the Board of Clermont County Commissioners, to execute Amendment Number 2 to the Ohio Department of Youth Services Juvenile Court Grant Agreement and Funding Application between the Board of Clermont County Commissioners and the Ohio Department of Youth Services on behalf of the Clermont County Juvenile Court for the Reclaim Ohio Grant Subsidy Program, the Youth Services Grant Subsidy Program, and the Competitive Reclaim Allocation for state fiscal year 23. For the biennial period commencing July 1st, 2021 and ending June 30th, 2023, previously amended by the Board of County Commissioners on March 22nd, 2023, for the realignment of funds, which represents an increase in the amount of $6,525 to the overall total program cost, revising the overall total program cost for the grant programs from $1,793,064.90 to $1,799,589.90 in compliance with the terms and conditions of the grant.
Thank you, Gary. Commissioner, we've had the reading of item number 16. Do I have a motion to approve?
Make the motion.
I will second. Any discussion?
None.
Roll call, Gail?
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes. Number 17.
Recommendation to authorize Bonnie Batchelor, President of the Board of Clermont County Commissioners, to execute a sub-grant agreement by and among the Clermont County Board of Commissioners, the Clermont County Juvenile Court, the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services, and the Ohio Department of Medicaid for the reimbursement of foster care maintenance, administrative, and training costs related to the Clermont County Juvenile Court's administration of the Title IV-E program, with a total amount to be reimbursed not to exceed $1 million for state fiscal years 2024 and 2025, effective July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2025, pursuant to and in compliance with the terms and conditions specified therein.
Thank you. Commissioner, we've had the reading of item number 17. Do I have a motion to approve?
Make the motion.
I will second. Any discussion? Roll call, Gail?
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes. Thanks, Gary. Tim, you're up again.
And again, Recommendation to adopt the resolution number 097-23, temporary lowering the county imposed dog adoption fee to $20 plus dog registration fees for dogs aged 12 months and older, adopted on July 5th and 16th, 15th and 16th of 2023 to help alleviate the unusually high number of dogs being cared for, fed, and housed pursuant to Section 955 of the Ohio Revised Code.
Commissioner, we've had the reading of item number 18. Do I have a motion to approve?
Make the motion.
I will second. Any discussion? How many dogs do we have?
We're right around 84. And
Did you see an influx over the 4th of July, as they said in Cincinnati? They did.
maybe one or two.
That was
And
it.
I did a big campaign over the Facebook page of a number of things to prevent this, and put out a lot of information to the rescues and all. And I think we might have had 2 come in. So I feel that was a very effective.
Good, good.
Thank you.
Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Chris.
Chris?
Recommendation to authorize Bonnie Batchelor, President of the Board of County Commissioners, to execute the right to engage number OPP 005-21791 by and between the Board of County Commissioners of Clermont County, Ohio, and Cincinnati Bell Telephone Company, Cincinnati, Ohio, for the provision of training services on Clermont County's Avaya phone system at a rate not to exceed $7,500 and contingent upon the release of the required purchase order.
Thank you. Commissioner, we've had the reading of item number 19. Do I have a motion to approve?
Make the motion.
I will second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes, thank you. Desmond.
Morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
This is a recommendation to execute a contract for minor public improvement projects between the Board of Commissioners of Clermont County, Ohio, and the DJ Drew Company, LLC, 2432 Bower Road, Batavia, Ohio, 45103, for the Harmony Hill Museum Pavilion site and concrete construction. This is project number CDBG-CV-07 in accordance with the scope of services identified in the attached Exhibit A, and an amount not to exceed $48,500, with services to be completed within 90 days of contractor's receipt of the signed contract and notice to proceed, pursuant to and in compliance with the terms and conditions and contingent upon the release of the required purchase order. Commissioners, this is a project you previously awarded, a CDBG project for Harmony Hill, where they're constructing a shelter out there. So this will take care of the flat work, footer, foundation, water line, and concrete for that project.
Thank you. Commissioner, we've had the reading of item number 20. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
I will second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes, thanks, Desmond.
Thank you.
Good morning, Suki.
Item 21 is a recommendation to award a bid, and this is for project number UN 2820 relative to the Shaler Road Bridge Replacement C107 1.98 project in Union Township. This will be pursuant to the plans and specs. It's going to be awarded to Ford Development Corporation out of Cincinnati for their lowest and best bid received on June 8th this year in the amount of $497,037.40, and also to execute contract number UN 2820 in compliance with terms and conditions of the bid and contingent upon purchase order.
Thank you. Commissioner, we've had the reading of item number 21. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
I will second. Any discussion?
Just that on Ford Company, what they've done on 132 with the stoplights that hold up traffic, I think is terrific. I mean, I go up and down all the time and they get you way in advance. I'd like it. Thank you.
Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks.
Lyle.
Item number 22 is a recommendation to accept the following grant of water easement with rights of reentry for repair and replacement that will be granted and conveyed to Clermont County by the grantor as outlined below for utility purposes. And this is for project number 6401-60218 relative to the Branch Hill Miamiville Road water main replacement. This is from Front Street to Booster 1. Located in Miami Township, and to authorize the county auditor to remit payment as compensation for the permanent easement and right-of-way granted. And this is a one easement of 4 that we will need to complete the project.
Commissioner, we've had the reading of item number 22. Do I have a motion to approve? Any discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Number 23.
Item 23 is a recommendation to accept the following grant of sewer easement with right of reentry for repair and replacement that will be granted and conveyed to Clermont County by the grantor as outlined for utility purposes for project number 6402-60161 for the Deerfield Road Sewer Petition Project located in Goshen Township, and to authorize the county auditor to remit payment as compensation for the permanent easement and right-of-way granted and repairs relative thereto. And this is the 8th of 9 easements that we need to complete the project.
Commissioner, we've had the reading of item number 23. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
I will second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Number 24.
Item 24 is a recommendation to execute amendment number 1 to the memorandum of understanding between Clermont County Board of Commissioners and the Miami Township Board of Trustees out of Milford, Ohio. This was previously ratified by the board on April 13th, 2022, relative to the coordination of a water main replacement along Main Street and Mill Street located in Miami Township to increase the not to exceed estimated amount for the water main replacement project from $150,000 to $225,000, with all of the terms and conditions of the original MOU to remain in full force and effect. So the project was bid out. It came in higher than the estimate that I put in the MOU. The actual bid was just under $220,000.
Thank you. Commissioner, we've had the reading of item number 24. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
I will second. Any discussion? No. Roll call, Gail?
Commissioner Corcoran. Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Lyle, I have a question before you leave. Not trying to put you on the spot or anything, but I had a resident question me the other day. Actually, they said they had seen trucks going off of the old Beckjord property. And are they removing ash? Because they said they knew the Nope people had filed another lawsuit to clean it up. Do you know anything about any activity down there?
Not specifically. I know quite a bit about the site, obviously,
Yeah.
but I don't know if they're moving additional ash. I believe the last meeting we had with Ohio EPA, we were informed that they've completed the ash removal from Pond A. They're removing all that ash from Pond A to Pond C and C extension. If there's any more movement of ash, I'm not aware. We've got a meeting with Ohio EPA and US EPA later this month, and I can bring that up and ask them if they're aware of anything.
Yeah, because it'd be nice for all the commissioners to be able to answer these questions when we're approached, you
Sure.
know, and what we're doing to protect our wells.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
No
Thank you, Lyle.
Can you let us know when that meeting is, please, in
Yes,
advance?
yeah. I'll get you the exact date.
Thank
I
you.
could look it up on my phone, but I've
Thank
got
you.
it. All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Item F, additions to the agenda.
Well, we have some additions. We can do additions 2 through 5, Gail, if you want to read those. We'll add those at once and then we'll take them one at a time.
Okay. You need a motion to add 2 through 5?
Yeah, just let her, she can.
Just,
read through it.
we'll
She
group
can
them
read
all
through it.
together and then we'll do them.
Yes, so it's just one motion to add.
All right.
Go ahead, Gail. You want to read what they
We
are?
have add-ons today, and we need a motion to add these onto the agenda, and I will read what they are. Number 1 is a resolution determining to vacate, which
We won't do that one.
we won't do that one until we have our public hearing after 11. Change order number 14, juvenile court. That again is up to you after it's explained. Change order number 1, Filliger campus. Water resources, CDL training program, and travel requests.
So we need a motion to add these to the agenda.
I will make that motion.
I will second.
Okay.
Roll call, Gail?
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes.
Okay, we'll take number 2.
Number 2.
Change order number 14, juvenile court, expansion renovation. Chris?
I'm back.
You're back.
This edition is a recommendation to authorize Bonnie J. Batchelor, President Board of County Commissioners to execute change order number 14 to the contract with Mark Spalding Construction Company at 5785 Constitution Drive, Florence, Kentucky 41042 for construction of the juvenile court expansion / renovation project previously ratified by the Board of County Commissioners on 1/6 of 2022 and subsequently amended on 3/9/2022, 6/29/2022, 8/10 of 2022, 11/2 of 2022, 12/14 of 2022, 1/25/2023, 2/8 of 2023, 3/13 of 2023, 4/5 of 2023, 4/24 of 2023, 5/3 of 2023, and 6/7 of 2023 for a net increase in the amount of $34,247.46, which represents change relative to, lighting revisions, security changes, ceramic tile full wall, as well as a credit in the amount of $1,732.03 due to the connector painting for a total adjusted contract price in the amount of $8,928,864.83, as more fully described therein pursuant to and in compliance with the terms and conditions set forth within the contract for juvenile court expansion renovation.
Commissioners, do you have a motion? Would you like to make a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yeah.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
You can tell I'm still in shock, but
You're still in shock?
shock. But
Okay,
go ahead.
thank you. Next,
You can go ahead and do the next one, Tom.
Yeah, this is change order 1, and this is for Philliger campus.
This is a recommendation to authorize Bonnie J. Batchelor, President of the Board of County Commissioners, to execute change order number 1 to the contract with Monarch Construction Company located at 164 Sherman Avenue, P.O. Box 12249, Cincinnati, Ohio 45212 for construction of Philliger Campus Improvement Phase 1 project, previously ratified by the Board of County Commissioners on 5/31/2023, with no change in the total contract price of $18,516,000 or completion date of 8/5/2024, which represents an acknowledgement of differing site conditions resulting in the required use of an amount not to exceed $255,910 of the contract contingency allowance, as more fully described therein pursuant to and in compliance with the terms and conditions set forth within the contract for Philliger Campus Improvement Phase 1.
do I have a motion to approve this?
Make the motion.
I will second. Any discussion? Can we just say, Tom, why this is? I mean, there was cement found, correct?
Yeah, there was
That we had
large-
no way of knowing was there.
large chunks of cement found. If you're facing the sites, the left portion of the site where the community services building was. So they're going to have to relocate that.
They have roughly 9,000 cubic yards they're estimating to relocate. It's going to be left on site, so that'll cut down on some of the cost. We are working with Jeremy Evans, County Engineer, as far as location of that and be able to use that. I think the solution is going to be to spread it in the back, so that way the engineers can actually expand over top of that. That'll get covered, so that'll be out of their way. Then they have to get all that dirt out, bring it down to subgrade. That way we can get our buildings and stuff in there.
I just wanted to make it clear that this was of no one's fault. There was no way anyone would have known that that was there.
Now, if there was a building sitting right over top of it, they would have found it due to the borings, but there's no building sitting over top of it. Basically, it has to come out just because of the subgrade and the way the
Who
site's
knows how long it's been there?
correct.
Did we do roll call?
I have not done roll call
Okay,
yet.
let's do that.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Thank you.
And our next one,
Lyle, are you presenting this?
Lyle?
PDL? Okay.
Real quick, though, said I checked. The meeting with US EPA and Ohio EPA is July 26th at 1 o'clock.
July 26th.
At 1 o'clock, yes.
Got it. And where is that?
It's a virtual meeting.
Oh, okay.
Can you tie us into that or no?
I can check. I can
Please,
I
would you
think
check?
Greg, you're on it, correct? Too? Sorry.
Pull your magic, Lyle.
Greg, are you still coming up the steps?
Do you need this?
No, I've got.
Thank you.
Yeah, so if we could, please, then we could at least post it on the calendar. If not, just even Commissioner Batchelor as president could be on there if we don't want to do a public meeting. Okay? Sorry.
Thank you.
I'll double check, but I think I can just forward you the Zoom,
Okay.
the link. I think it's a Teams meeting, but I can just forward that to you.
It is, because I live in Pierce, so I get the questions.
Absolutely. Right.
It's better her than I, so that works out.
All right.
Love you, Claire.
So this is a recommendation to execute an employee CDL training agreement between the Board of County Commissioners and Clermont County Water Resources Department employees as outlined below, effective for 4 calendar years upon receipt of the signed agreement in compliance with the terms and conditions set within Section 4.13 of the BCC Policy and Procedures Manual, contingent upon the release of the purchase order requisition. So the 3 employees are Jacob Moore, Brandon Harp, and Zachary Howard.
Thank you. Do I have a motion to approve this?
I'll make the motion.
I will second. Any discussion?
What's the history on this? Have we done this with our?
This is a new policy that was added to the county's policy a month or 2 ago.
Okay.
It's very expensive now for, I think there were changes in federal regulations for people to get a CDL, Class A CDL, requires a lot of training. They have to go to a separate training facility. So what this will do, we'll pay for their training, but they have to basically pay it back over 4 years by remaining employed with the county, similar to the tuition reimbursement program. If they leave before the 4 years is up, they'll owe some of that money back.
Okay, good. That's what I was going. Thank you.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Greg.
Travel requests? Greg, you doing the travel request?
I got them.
Okay.
Oh, and I do have that. I'll make sure that you guys get the information for that. I did find it as well. This is a recommendation to approve the following request for reimbursement of expenses for training and travel according to the policies and procedures of the Board of County Commissioners for calendar year 2023. The first one is for Bruce Crace and Heather Woodall to travel to Batavia, Ohio for a live webinar for stormwater basins and underground systems. Total expenses for registration not to exceed $578. The second request is for Bruce Crace, Jason Brinker, Sean Harmon, and Alex Wayfield, 3 days to St. Louis, Missouri for the 2023 International Code Council Conference and Expo. Estimated cost for travel, lodging, and registration not to exceed $8,213.08. Now, as you know, the building code that we use is adopted by the state of Ohio. It's the International Code. It's the International Code Council ICC code. So this is for them to get training on it, and the state's about to move to the 2022 version. So this is for them to get training on that. So it's a very important training for them as well.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
I will second. Any discussion? Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes, thank you. Does that complete our add-ons, Tom, until
Yeah.
we do the?
Moment,
At this
yes.
time.
Okay. So,
Board, we could take a 10-minute recess until our public hearing starts.
well, let's just move on to I real quick. We'll
Okay.
just get it all knocked out.
Mhm.
County staff elected official discussion. Anything from anyone? Member? I didn't say members. Member comment?
No member comment.
Okay. Okay. Can I have a recess for 10 minutes until 11 o'clock for the public hearing for a vacation of an unnamed alley?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it. Roll call, Gail?
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes, and we will be back at 11 o'clock. Thank you. Okay. It is 11 o'clock. We have returned from recess, and at this time, we do have a public hearing for proposed vacation of an unnamed alley situated in Miami Township pursuant to and in compliance with Section 5553.05 of the Ohio Revised Code. And
I'll take it from here.
you take it, Gail.
Okay. Today's the date, time, and location for the public hearing on the request we received to vacate a portion of an unnamed alley situated in Miami Township. If anyone here needs to sign in, I don't think we have anyone else that needs to sign in. If you have it, please sign in back there. And we have the county engineer's report, Craig Reisner, deputy surveyor.
Morning.
Morning. Craig Reisner, County Engineer's Office. Today we have a proposed vacation of an unnamed alley in the village of Miamiville. The distance is 100 feet long, or 0.019 miles. I reviewed the provided plat and description contained in petition provided by John Adams, Rose Farm Rentals LLC. It's a vacation request dated April 25th, 2023. The proposed vacation includes an unnamed alley, which is a dedicated right-of-way as it appears in the addition to the Town of Miamiville subdivision, Plat Book B, page 132, and this is dated 1852, Clermont County Recorder's Office. The legal description and plat provided by Robert Shannon Field Services LLC are complete and accurate. The proposed vacation will not reduce the Miami Township ODOT road mileage certification and will not create any landlocked parcels. If the board approves the vacation, a Mylar copy shall be provided to the county engineer's office and will be filed in the tax maps of the county. So this is a 15-foot by 100 feet long alley located in Miamiville. It's unimproved, it's grass. The two adjacent owners are Rose Farm Rentals LLC, which was the petitioner. We had a viewing this morning at 8:30 a.m. Commissioner Bachelor and Commissioner Corcoran attended, and there were no residents that attended the viewing. This was a little different than we've been doing. They provided a petition signed by 12 residents of the area, and this particular ORC code required a viewing, which we haven't done in a while. So we had to satisfy that viewing this morning.
It was a nice trip.
It was 8:30 a.m. It hadn't gotten hot yet, so it was okay.
Hey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
At this time, we have Jason Fountain, the Assistant Prosecuting Attorney. He's present here to swear in anyone who intends to provide testimony, and I do not see anyone here. Are there any proponents or opponents to this? Nope. Anyone else who'd like to comment? The board, would you like to comment on this?
What's a nice piece of little land that, why it was ever left that way is beyond me, but it was.
I'd like to acknowledge for the record that we did not receive any correspondence relative to the request to vacate a portion of the unnamed alley in Miami Township. And at this time, I would like to close the public hearing.
Need a vote on that?
No, I think we just closed the hearing.
Close it, okay.
Board, we do have in the packet where we included the add-ons. We have, if you would like to do that, we have a resolution determining to vacate the unnamed alley in Miami Township, and that's in your packet. Now, you have time. You do not have to do this today, but if you choose to do this today, you can.
You're ready. I'm ready.
We viewed it this morning. I think we're ready.
Okay. And I've provided you with the motion and resolution here.
You want to go ahead and read it?
Sure.
Want to add it?
Oh, we have to add it on first.
I thought we already added it.
We did.
Okay, I apologize. Okay.
I thought we added all of them, but
No, just
No, we added 2 through 5.
okay.
we'll double in.
We're going to add it then, Tom. I have a motion
make
to
it.
add it.
I'll make that motion to add.
I will second. Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. My mistake. I thought we added all of them. Okay, now we can.
All right. This is from the Board of County Commissioners, Resolution Number 098-23, determining to vacate a portion of an unnamed alley located in Miami Township. This is pursuant to and in compliance with Section 553.5553.04 of the Ohio Revised Code. And it's contingent upon the presentation and execution of a consolidated plat to include parcel identification numbers 18-14-26-006 and 007 for a total of 0.19 miles and a vacation length of 100 feet.
Okay, Gail, it's with section 5553.05, right?
Well, we argued about this yesterday. 4 and 5 reflect back on each other.
Okay.
The motions that we have always done say 04.
Okay.
It says 05 for our public hearing information. They do reflect back and forth to each other. So I went with what we had done in the past.
Okay, I was just trying.
Yeah, and I know it's confusing because we talked about it yesterday, Becca and I did.
So,
Right? We're good.
okay. We need a motion then?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes. Tell them they can mow their little strip of land, Greg. Thank you. Okay, that concludes the public hearing. At this time, item H, we do need to go into executive session pursuant to section 121.22 G1 and 121.22 G3 of the Ohio Revised Code to consider the employment, dismissal, discipline, or compensation of a public employee or more public employees, and 2, to confer with legal counsel concerning disputes involving the public body that are the subject of pending or imminent court action. Can I have a motion to go into executive session?
I'll make the motion.
I will second. Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes, we will return as soon as we're finished with executive session. We have returned from executive session. No decisions or actions were taken. Let me reread this, why we went in. We went in pursuant to section 121.22 G1 and 121.22 G3 of the Ohio Revised Code to consider the employment, dismissal, discipline, or compensation of a public employee or more public employees, and to confer with legal counsel concerning disputes involving the public body that are the subject of pending or imminent court action. At this time, Mr. Eigel, do we have anything else?
We do have a personnel action, the Water Resources Department. We need to add that first, and then we'll have Terry read it.
Can I have a motion to add that?
I will make a motion to add.
I'll second.
Commissioner Corcoran,
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes. Hi, Terry.
I have a personnel action, which is a probationary removal for Ruben Damaris with the Water Resources Department, effective today, July 12th, 2023.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. Roll call, Gail?
Commissioner Corcoran,
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes, thank you. Anything else to come before the
ma'am.
board? Okay, I would accept a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Corcoran,
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes, thank you.